to another video. It's great to have you all here today. You might be wondering why I'm posting a video on a Wednesday. Well, I've been testing out my camera, guys. Everybody, especially my eldest son, he's been saying to me, Mum, which camera are you using on your phone? Now, I purchased this phone last year after Christmas. You may remember me telling you this in the end of year clean after Christmas in that video. And I got rid of the old camcorder because the footage was absolutely horrific. Purchased this new phone, which was quite expensive, with the intention of doing my YouTube videos on it. So Alan said to me the other day, do you know what, Mum, that outside toilet video you did was really good, but what camera are you using on your phone? The front or the back? And I said, well, Alan, I'm using the front one. And he said, for goodness sake, Mum, you should be using the back camera. It's got 5 cameras on. The quality is so much better. I've told you this 100 times, he said to me. So what I did is when I was at my customer's house the other day, I did like a tester. I took a little video of her cat on her coffee table, and I did a clip of the front camera and then I did a clip with the back camera. Now, if you look at this footage, I want you to tell me which one you think is best. So now you've probably looked at it. It took this to actually shock me, and I thought, oh my God. The first clip was the front camera, the second clip was the back camera, and it really shocked me. And I thought, do you know what, he's so right. So I rung Helen up and I said, look, Helen, you are so right. I should have listened to you in the first place. It was so much easier to do the footage with the front camera because I could sort of see what I was doing. Whereas with the back camera, you can't see what you're doing, if that makes sense. So yeah, the second clip definitely wins all round. The definition is so much better. The colours are so much more vibrant. So today's video, guys, I have done this video using the back camera, and I really hope you agree the quality is so much better, and all future videos are going to be done using the back camera. I am no good with technology. If I need anything doing, I ask my kids, because kids are so much more brainier when it comes to technology. Anyway, today's video, we are doing my filthy, neglected fireplace in my lounge. So the lounge never gets used, and to be quite honest, I don't clean the fireplace as much anymore because it's never used. So you're going to see some dirt, you're going to see some filth like you did the outside toilet. So hopefully you're going to enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Okay everyone, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill an old washing up bowl with some washing up liquid and warm water. When my washing up bowls tend to go a bit dirty looking and you can't clean them up, I sort of put them in the garage and I use them for these really mucky jobs. So I'm not doing it in my actual washing up bowl. So I filled the bowl up with washing up liquid, warm water, and I'm going to use my trusty microfiber cloths because I know this is going to be a really dirty job, and what I'll probably do is I'll chuck them away after I've used them. I do normally use my microfiber cloths over and over again, but if I'm doing it for a really dirty job, like the outside toilet job in last week's video, I just threw them in the bin. You can always buy more. They're normally very versatile and wash up well, but if it's a really mucky job, I'd rather just throw it. So I've put an old tea towel on my carpet because my carpet, like I say, it's never been used. This room's never used. It's like brand new. So I don't want all the dirt and the soot to go on my living room carpet. And before I put everything from the fire onto the tea towel, I give it a bit of a sweep down so that it's not going everywhere. So I'm now using my dustpan and brush to literally get all the debris and all the loose surface dirt up before I start cleaning it. So over the years, like I say, this hasn't been used, and even though it's not used, with the bad weather, the rain, the wind that we get, for some reason all the soot just tends to fall down the chimney. Now, I used to do this job every morning as a routine. I would come into my lounge, and even though it wasn't used, I'd just sort of hoover all of the fireplace up, but I haven't done it for so long. So now that all the dirt has been swept up, I'm now using a wet microfiber cloth just to wipe all the hearth down. Now, as this video goes on, you will notice the water is getting dirtier and dirtier. Honestly, it is disgusting. I always say to you all, there is no excuse not to clean, and I'm not about to give you any excuse at all, because I know the only excuse I can give you is I cannot be bothered to do this fireplace because the room is never used and I don't tend to take much notice of it, and that is the only reason why I've not done it, because I didn't see the need to. So anyway, there does become a point though where you do notice how bad it is and you think, no, I really need to do this. All the black stuff though, it isn't dirt as such, it's soot from the chimney. So it's sort of not as bad as it looks, I guess. So all I'm doing is I'm using my cloth to keep wiping down the hearth on the fireplace and all the surrounding areas, just to try and get all that soot and the dirt off the hearth. As you can see, the water is horrific. There comes a point where you've got to change the water, because otherwise you're just washing dirt with dirt and it's not going to come up clean. I'm not going to change my microfiber cloth though, because I'd rather not have to throw too many away. So I'm giving the cloth a really good rinse and I'll reuse it to do the rest of the hearth on the fireplace. So I'm just making sure all the dirt's out the cloth before I put some fresh hot soapy water in the bowl, and then we will reuse this cloth. So there you go. We resume to finish the rest of the fireplace so that I can then remove the fire surround. All the dirt and the dust and the soot has actually got on the gold fire surround. Now you might remember, if you've been with me for a while, when I was doing my front room up a couple of years ago, as you know, it's all in silver and white, and I stated that I was going to spray paint the fire surround and the little bit of the brass around the fire. I was going to spray paint it all up silver so that it matched the living room, because do you know what, it sticks out like a sore thumb, and I do feel like it ruins the total whole look of the living room. And I was also going to paint up the actual fire mantle bit. I was going to paint that up white, so it all would have been silver and white and it would have looked great with the rest of the lounge. But do you know what, as I say, we don't use the living room. We're sort of a family that congregates in the kitchen, the dining room, the kids' TV room, and we're always sort of together in that side of the house. So we've never used this lounge since we did it up. So I just thought in the end, you know what, I'm not even going to waste my time. We don't use the room. Why should I paint anything up? So that's why I've never bothered doing it. So now I've moved the fire surround, I'm just hoovering all around where the fire surround was. Obviously there's bits of dirt that's got in between there. There's cobwebs and all sorts. So I've moved my vase of flowers out the way so I can get my hoover in. And I'm just cleaning that down before I put the fire surround back. It's unbelievable how much dirt can accumulate even when you don't use something. You wouldn't think that dirt and debris could get underneath that fire surround, but believe me, dirt always finds a way to get into anything. So we'll put the vase back, and I'm just going to go on the other side of the fire as well and hoover that bit too, just to make sure it's super clean. And then I'm just re-hoovering the hearth, just to make sure there's no stray bits that I've actually missed. So yes, we're going to put the fire surround back now. And then I'm just hoovering the grate bit and the drawer that then goes back into the fire. I'm just going to give it a little wipe down and a hoover, just to doubly be sure that it is clean. So guys, when I always say don't let things build up, I am still guilty of letting things build up sometimes myself. It might not make a, massive mess in my house, but had I have been doing what I always did do and come in every morning just to hoover this mantle and the hearth of this fire, This fire would never have got this dirty, and it never would be taking me as long as it's taking me now to do. But we all do it. I guess in a way it was nice because I could see the end result after I'd finished. It looked a lot cleaner. But I'll never like this fire anyway. Even if it's been cleaned, like I say, it does not match my room. I love the fire itself, but just not in this lounge. So now I'm just going over the fire surround with a cloth and then a dry cloth, and I'm just making sure any stains that I can see in front of me come off. And as you can see from the water, yet again, it is absolutely filthy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm chucking that cloth away because it's pure black with the soot. It's never going to come up good enough again. I'm just now putting some fresh hot soapy water into the bowl, and I'm getting a different microfiber cloth. And I'm just going to now do all the fire surround. So this is like a creamy coloured fire surround, and it is pretty and I do like it. And I'm just giving it a clean up, because even though you can't see from afar, if you can see now close up, you might be able to see that in all the grooves there is some black dust or black soot. So I'm just paying particular attention to that close up. You won't be able to see it from far away. It's when you get really close up. So if you're going to do a job, do it properly. That's what they say. I suppose now I only have to do this once, and then I can come back to doing it every day. Not the cleaning of the surround, but the cleaning of the hearth. It's a typical, it's almost like the outside toilet, you know. I just abandoned it because we didn't use it. So all in all, I think this took me about an hour because I did it good, I did it properly. Had I not have left it, it probably would have took me 5 minutes. But I did see the end results, I did see a difference, and I guess there was a lot of satisfaction from doing it. So we're coming to the end of the video, everyone. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the quality is a lot better, like I said. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.